Hey there folks, we're back in Duskwood and ready to continue on our epic journey. Today we'll be exploring some scary stories and rambling about various hunter things. Can't think totally straight, kinda brain dead, but hopefully I can articulate my ideas sufficiently for you to learn a thing or two. Anyway, enjoy! You can see that I toggled Cheetah off there before I went in for the kill. And hang on, this thing is quite expensive, spider silk. You want to pick those up whenever you get the chance because they do sell for quite a lot. Now I gotta pick something here and just get rid of it. So let's get rid of this. There's no vendor here, but there is one back at the Raven Hill buildings. And speaking of which, we should switch back over to attract beasts so that we can find ourselves the spiders that we need. We don't need the wolves. We need the spiders. The pygmy venom web spiders. I'm drinking some water right now. Stay hydrated, boys. So I was right. There are more spiders on the West Bank, but they're not the kind of spiders that we need. The spiders that we need are on the North Bank. So I suppose we could still go ahead and kill them for the sake of killing them, because we do still need the gooey spider legs, and we do still need the other stuff. The vials of spider venom. You know the stuff. Let's get a good wing clip off. And that's one more hit. That's all that it's gonna get out on me though. Well, hang on, come over here. I'm gonna take this out. Take this wolf out. Going to auto, multi, auto, raptor, and how about a zap? Ooh, inscribed leather pants, intellect and stamina. And leather, that's not bad. That's a good druid thing. If the druids are going, whatever it is that they're going. Here's a pygmy venom web spider. That's exactly the sort of thing that we need. I guess I'll ditch the linen. I can always farm that up later. We gotta clear our bags ASAP. And here's another one. Here's another pygmy venom web spider. Let's tag you with the raptor strike. Actually, I should have auto-attacked there because it was low on HP, but we're not low on mana either. It's not a problem. It's just something of note, though. If you are able to finish something off with a mere auto attack, do it. Do it. There should also be some more spiders, some more pygmy venom webs on the south end. I remember seeing some here. There are lots of different spiders in Duskwood, many different kinds. There's the green recluse, which have the stunning venom. There is the black widow. Let's see here. No, only more venom web spiders. Nothing else I see right here. None of the kind of spiders that we need. We already completed the hermit, so we're good to return to Darkshire very soon. And she's gonna. We're asked for some ghost hair thread. It's some weird ghost hair thread that we need to obtain from Blind Mary, who is the very sad ghost in the very lonely place. And Noxian have all been soloed before. It's all killable. So if you need any tips for those, I'm more than happy to go on into the specifics. But about Princess, basically you kite her. And she is killable. However, that's obviously going to take longer, and it's not going to be the optimal way to finish the farm. To do the farming thing that we need to do. You know the thing. That thing. So, I'm going to take up this old footlocker here. We've got to get rid of something else, because I believe we'll take an item from this. But what? What can we ditch? I have some linked chain boots. Spongy moral. That's that'll do. Hello there, forlorn spirit. Are you here to be neutral towards me? No, never mind. You're being hostile. You're neutral, but you're hostile. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate that at all. But it's okay, because we're gonna run around with our curse for long enough. And what's this one do? The Legend of Stalvan sends you all over the place, from Darkshire to anywhere else. It's a load of running, a whole lot of running, but it is pretty good XP. You know, we got 1150 for that. But of course, that will take some time. Oh, we just passed Sentinel Hill. I was trying to go for Sentinel Hill so that we could pawn off our stuff. We'll swim back across the river. We'll resume farming the spiders. Yes, sure, man. If you want me to read the quest out, I can do the Legend of Stalvan. I can tell the story of the Legend of Stalvan. Let's see here. Where do we pick up from that chest? A dusty, unsent letter. To the Honorable Headmaster Quillian, my former master, I write to you so that you might know what your apprentice has been doing of late. Paying heed to your advice, I sought to build my knowledge and wisdom through travel outside the gates of our beloved Stormwind. My journeys took me to many places, but I have decided to take up residence here, in the lovely town of Moonbrook. The surrounding fields of Westfall are most beautiful as the harvest approaches. I'll continue that in a second. I suppose we're done here for now. Within just a few days of my visit, I found myself tutoring the local children from the nearby farmlands. The lessons went so well that the town mayor commissioned me to run a school, and construction has begun on a brand new schoolhouse. From Silverpine to Stormwind, and now Moonbrook, who would have guessed I would see so much of Azeroth? Warm regards, Stalvan Mistmantle. Oh, he sounds like a nice fellow, don't you think? He sounds like quite the nice fellow. Why am I over here? I should be mailing off these goods. Let's see here. Saula, we're going to send off, and we'll see where the wind takes us. We will meander with the Wind Serpent, just like we have meandered before. Spirit is good for leveling? Well, I mean, Spirit is good for your sustain. You will get yourself more focus, or rather more mana. But really, you could just auto shoot, AFK auto shoot if you're BM. You'll get your mana back easily. It's very good on a warrior. Warriors gain so much from Spirit, actually. At least that's just what I hear. But I suppose it's worth passing that rumor along. It does seem that warriors gain very, very much from Spirit. So, you know, maybe if you're leveling a warrior, maybe you want to look into it. You might find yourself regenerating your HP quite fast. So we do have our emptied bags now, and we can grind our way back across the north bank. We can get ourselves the pygmy venom web spiders for our grinding quests. We could also get our gooey spider legs, which we also have need of. The pygmy venom web spiders seem to be actually kind of uncommon, so I guess we'll keep our eyes out. We'll keep our eyes peeled. We'll keep our eagle eyes peeled. Auto, multi, darn it, web. Web? That's not good. Yeah, agility and spirit, that'll do you wonders. I like agility and stamina personally, but spirit works too. You can certainly make the most out of your regeneration that way. You can level straight up. Out of here, you fiendish spider. Hang on, we gotta loot that. For the gooey spider legs. Hey, there's a pygmy one. Gotta get the pygmies. They're the ones that we need. We need them. Boop. There we go. 4 of 15, we are chugging along here. We're going to get a quest for the ghouls eventually. But not yet. We first need to turn in the quest with the skeletons. The quest with the thing at the place. So yes, did you happen to catch the Dark Shore Mythic video? My talkative friend. Also, I do appreciate the talkativeness. It is always fun to have the company of another hunter in whatever we do. We are the amigos. We are the pals We are hunters, and we have a kinship, no matter who we are, alliance or horde. There's another pygmy venom web spider up here. Carefully, not going to get near the big scary elite. Just a quick little aim shot, and he goes down. It's always good. Oh yeah, the Feign Death is, from what I'm told, quite different from how it actually worked in vanilla. So Blizzard needs to fix it, if the rumors are true, if it is indeed not at all like it is in vanilla. I have been linked some videos about it. People are like, hey, this is how it really works. But how do I know? I'm just a hunter. I'm not a developer. Yeah, stop attack and pet passive. It tends to work. So regarding the use of that, excuse me, my voice is quite sore. I've been on for a little while. You know, we're chatting here. We're having a good long chat, and it has been quite a while. So I do gotta keep taking drinks once in a while. So what were we saying? That's right. So about Feign Death. Evidently, oh gosh, I gotta put my drink down. Stay away, please. Okay, my pet, go after that one. Go after the spider. Wait, take the spider. Take the spider. Thank you. Multi-shot, and we're gonna Rapture Strike, and we're going to auto shoot. I'm gonna pop a potion here. Let's take this one off of me. Actually, that's not really gonna work. So let's wing clip one, and we'll multi-shot it. Oh gosh darn it, there are quite a lot of them, quite a lot of wolves. But that's okay, because we do have grenades, and that'll solve all of our problems. There is no problem that you cannot solve with excessive explosions. So I absolutely recommend carrying lots and lots of bombs on you, so that you can do all the bomby things. Oh hey, a red leather bag. That could come in handy because I do have a bank slot that needs a bag in it, I believe. If not, I will have a bank slot that does need a bag in it. And in any case, we do have another pygmy venom web spider. So we got another pygmy venom web spider here. We're still on the lookout for these. We gotta keep on the lookout for them because they are the ones that we need for our quest. Even if they are gray, the quest is still green. And we do need as much XP as possible so that we can get ourselves the big, bad Crystal Pine Stinger upgrade at level 27 and completely obliterate everything in our way. Decent, quote-unquote. Lights Up had some pretty good scripts. We had some very cool policies, too. Not perfect, but it was something, and I have great respect for the Lights Hope team. Really, I mean, you know, besides myself, of course, but they really did something special, and I am eternally grateful to the leads for what they did, and to the rest of the team, you know, for making it such an enjoyable experience. But anyway, regarding Feign Death, what I was going to say was, I believe the first step to circumventing this problem that we're facing at the moment, with Feign Death not necessarily being reliable, is we need to figure out whether it really is by chance, or if there are certain parameters which cause us to go back into combat, that cause it to be unreliable. Now, I suspect that any time that our pet takes a hit, we take a hit, our pet damages something, or we damage something, like let's say if an auto shot is flying in the air and you Feign Death, if any of those conditions are met, then we stay in combat. That is possibly how it works, and if so, we should try to test this out. We should try to avoid being in combat like that. I'm sure we could test it very easily through, say, a duel. But if those conditions are indeed how it works, then as soon as we find out exactly how this issue occurs, at that time we can learn to control it. The first step is understanding the problem. The second step is practicing around it. Although I'm hoping very vigorously, I hope very vigorously that Blizzard does fix the problem sooner rather than later. I do always say, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. We're also kind of low on HP here, but that's okay because I have another potion, We're just gonna casually pop it on our way to our destination. We have the spider legs that we need. And that'll get us over here. Just a few more stacks of arrows, or a couple more. Oh, we cannot go wrong with some more stacks of arrows. Oh, it's the BFA? Feign Death? Is this how it works in BFA? That's horrible. I am so sorry. Okay, we've got the Legend of Stalvan here. It's interesting, so the chap did spend some time in Moonbrook after all. It is rather odd the letter never got delivered. Nonetheless, I shall update the registry. Oh my, must have missed this the first time. In the registry, right beneath the first address for Stalvan, there's another one listed, one only partially scratched out. Looks like he was headed to the Lion's Pride Inn over in Goldshire. Might want to check there, Nilf. 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 The burb snick. Who flappy zaps and doesn't afraid of anything. Flat out broken. Wow. Well, I'm sorry about that in BFA. It's really unfortunate. It's a lot of fun in vanilla. You know, you can get around things. And it's good stuff. Hang on, did we there was another quest here, right? The one for the wolves? I'm pretty sure there was another quest for the lean wolf flanks. There was also something else that I wanted to do up here, but I don't remember what it was. What was I going to do up here? Do you guys remember what I was just thinking? If you do, just, you know, let me know. And I'll remember myself. Okay, we don't need the gooey spider legs anymore. We can get rid of the, oh, hang on, those are for Jitters, our friend. Well, we still have some more pygmy venom web spiders to find. We also have stuff up in Elwyn to do. But first, let me see here. Aside from return to Jitters, we also have the shadowy figure. We need to find someone in Darkshire to give the book from Sven to. And this is also a neat little bit of lore here. So I'll go through this real quick. The terror of these past few weeks is almost more than I can bear. Yet, I feel that by writing down that which I've seen I will somehow be comforted. So I do it, and it is the only comfort I have these bleak days. It began with the finding of that cursed scythe and Roland's doom. Before the scythe, the terrors of this place seemed as tame as Northshire Valley. But ever since I found the haft of that scythe jutting from that pile of rubble in the mine and, curse me, pulled it free, Roland's doom became a place of vile death. After the scythe was freed, they came at us from everywhere, clawing from hidden holes at our feet and dropping upon us from silent perches above. Half our men fell in those first panicked minutes. The rest, including myself, tried to flee. As I ran, I saw so many of my brothers taken by tooth and claw, heard so many screams cut short or gurgle to silence. I can only guess why I survived that night. I have always been cautious, always quick to flinch from jabs and leap free of pitfalls. My nickname comes from this trait, so perhaps it was just that knack for caution that saved me. Or maybe it was the scythe I pulled from the rubble. It cannot be the scythe itself, for I lost it during my frantic flight. But if it was I who brought the worgen to Duskwood, then perhaps the worgen afforded me a rare courtesy. Curse them. After surviving the flight from Roland's doom, I hid within a barn owned by a man named Sven. I spent a few days in the barn, and such horror lingered with me that I never once made myself known to Sven or his family. But from what I saw from my hiding place, I knew these farmers were quite decent folk. Had I stepped from my concealment, I think they would have taken me in. But trust is hard for me, harder still after that shock in the mine. So I remained hidden. The rest of the book is blank. So I think that we can tell from the text of that diary that the man who wrote it is actually Jitters, who is patrolling around Raven Hill. I'm not sure why he's out there, because that place is full of undead, but maybe he feels the need to patrol someplace important. Maybe he feels the need to guard against the undead or something. After all, maybe he has survivor's guilt, you know? Oh, hello there, Stitches. Are you here to have fun in Darkshire? I loved kiting you all over Westfall. It was a lot of fun to kill lobies with you. I hope to do that again someday. Hopefully soon. Oh boy, this level 31 hunter's gonna get it. I'm not gonna wing clip him. I do want to see people die around here. So I'm just gonna smack this guy. I'm not gonna wing clip at all. But he wing clipped. Curse you! Curse you, Hunter, for not doing the stupid thing. We're gonna get him down. We're gonna get him down. It's rare that we get the opportunity to kill Stitches. Usually we want to keep him alive and actually, you know, use him to beat stuff up. You know, to give lobies the durability damage that they so desperately need. Part of the vanilla experience is the merciless ganking that we can inflict on all of the poor lobies. Whether it's Alliance or Horde, you gotta gank everyone that you see. That's just how vanilla is. That's how it is at its best. I do not mind being ganked myself because it's blood for the blood god, okay? You kill or be killed. That is how it is in this world of Warcraft. Okay, let's head off to Blind Mary here. She's the one who's going to give us the ghost hair that we need for the thing. And she should be right up here, not very far from Darkshire. Yeah, testing needs to be done. Oh, I was looking at the chat for a second and I missed the spider hiding in the darkness, ready to leap out at the slightest sign of movement. Here we can see the predatory Black Widow is stalking its prey. But alas, its prey has gotten away because it has wing clip and aspect of the cheetah. Poor Blind Mary here, she's a tragic ghost. She does not like what she is at all. So let's see, do we bring this back to Darkshire or do we bring it... return the comb. Okay, we do bring this back to Madame Eva in Darkshire first. That's what we're gonna do. I'm not exactly familiar with the quests in Duskwood. I do know a thing or two about them, but I'm not exactly doing them optimally, of course. I do want to go back up to Elwyn for the Legend of Stalvan to continue it. Once we have the thing that we need, level 27, because then we can get rapid fire at the trainer. That's level 26. We could get it now, but I don't want to go up yet. In fact, let me actually, I don't really want to change my hearth. I don't really mind. I don't mind not playing with a Hearthstone. I don't mind at all. It's fine. I just want to run around and do all the things. So let's see here. We return the comb. Here's your comb, Madame Eva. I hope you know what you're doing because you're about to summon Stitches by helping me. I'm sorry, but look, this quest gives XP, so I do not care who dies as long as I get my juicy experience points. That is all that matters to me. Because we are selfish hunters. That's what we do. Armor, here we go. Nothing that I can sell? Nothing at all. Okay. Okay, we are good. We're good to go. We still have one grenade left. I do want to pop it off on something. And hang on, we do have the next part of the Night Watch, right? Yes, here we are. We have the Night Watch for the Plague Spreaders. Those things are very high level, and they're around level 28. You can kill them in the crypt. Although I do like to group up for these because, well, they're kind of nasty. We also should continue with Worgen in the Woods, because, well, they're also common around here, but I suppose I could go ahead with those harder quests later on, because we still have some more stuff going on here. Hello there. What you doing? You just running by? Okay. Random level 27 hunter. And look at that. Does he have 2 cruel barbs? Let's inspect this fellow. Inspect. Looks like he does have 2 cruel barbs. Very interesting. And he has 2 rings with agility and stamina, agility and spirit. Very good stuff. I have such outdated gear, but I've been blowing all my gold on upgrades. All my gold on upgrades. He also has the full Defias set. Wow, what a badass. He must have gone through Dead Mines plenty. Hey, dude. I think he appreciates his good gear. You know, he's got the 2 cruel barbs. He's worked it up for that black leather set. So you gotta give it to the fellow. You gotta help him optimize his ranged DPS too, because he is going to love the Crystal Pine Stinger as soon as he gets one. That Harpy Claw, the short bow, I think it's called, the Harpy Claw short bow, is not very good. It's very fast, and it is also level 27, so you can pick it up around the same time as the Crystal Pine Stinger. It would be just fine for Beast Mastery, because as Beast Mastery, it really does not matter. You could roll with just about anything. It's no problem at all. But as Marksman, you want to keep your ranged weapon up to date, and you want to get the best stuff possible for all of your huntering needs. So you know, you might as well just let the folks know. Gotta get the Crystal Pine Stinger. That's the big meme weapon at level 27. You need the Crystal Pine Stinger as MM, because if you guys have been watching earlier, we've been critting for like 200 with Venom Strike, and it's a level 19 blue with 16 to 30 damage. But Crystal Pine Stinger is like 35 to 54 damage. So it is crazy good. It's good and slow too. So it's a major upgrade. It's the ideal MM weapon at level 27. It's always what you want to get. Hey, Arias of Azeroth, thanks for joining us on the stream. I apologize for not replying sooner. I'm kind of rambling on for a little while here, so I'm only occasionally looking at the chat. Let's talk with this fellow. He confirms that he is the author of the book that we found. So, oh, the journal is completed. We can continue reading it. But first, let's check the vendor here, just in case he has any more mana potions and whatnot for me. Oh, healing potions. Sure, that works. Cool, I'll take those. So, let's see here. So, this is where we were before. Here we go. Or perhaps I am doomed to witness the change I wrought on Duskwood. Perhaps it is my fate to watch as the Worgen tear into this land, staining it ever darker with their foulness. If that truly is my fate, then it is twofold, for the Worgen are not the only power to clutch at Duskwood. The fiends from Deadwind Pass have also staked claim. That is the next chapter of my tale, and I pray it is the last. A few days after I arrived at the barn, Sven left his farm for Darkshire. He kissed his wife and smiled to his children, and promised to return soon with toys and sweets. The poor man. That was the last time he saw his family unmutilated. At least they parted happily, and at least his wife was the first to die, and was freed from seeing the slaughter of her children. But these small graces do nothing for me. I saw what happened, and it will ever haunt my dreams. My hand trembles as I recall the details of that night, when Sven was away and his family was doomed to face the Black Riders alone. Again, regret claws at me, for I was there and could have risen against those fiends from Deadwind Pass, but it is a false regret. It is the same that plagues any survivor of a tragedy. I know that. Had I left my place of hiding, I too would have been killed. My body ripped and torn, and its pieces spread so widely that I would not be recognized. But even though I know I could have done nothing to stop this heinous murder, one true regret does remain. I brought the Black Riders to Sven's farm. My discovery of the scythe not only unleashed the Worgen upon Duskwood, it drew the riders from Deadwind Pass. I know this because, just before they began their slaughter, they asked one question to Sven's wife, as she held her children close, giving them what comfort she could, though she was certain death was near. The scythe of Elune, one of the riders shrieked in a voice both harsh and shrill, like the grinding of an axe on stone, and the last word, Elune, it croaked as if choking on the sound. Dread gripped me when I heard that voice, both from the horrid sound of it and because I knew the scythe of which the rider spoke. It must be the same cursed thing I drew from the rocks of Roland's Doom days before. It was what the Black Riders sought, and it was what would kill Sven's family. I never learned the name of Sven's wife, as she was only ever called Dearest and My Love and Mommy by her husband and children, but I wish I knew it. I am the only living memory of her deed that day, and although she was just a farmer's wife, never have I seen a man or woman act with such bravery. Of course, she did not know of the scythe, but when she learned the riders sought it, in an instant a plan formed in her head, and it was bold and clever if only it had worked. The scythe? She said in a calm voice. Of course I do. Who here wouldn't? She looked at the riders with steady eyes, and I would have sworn she spoke the truth if I had not known better. There was no way she could know about the scythe. Her gambit paid off. The same rider who uttered the question before bent his head slightly towards her and shrieked, "Where?" "I'll take you, all of you," she said, and I could see a small hope flicker behind her eyes. "But the way is far, and my children would slow us. We must leave them." Her trick was simple, but simple tricks have the best hope of success. If it worked, it would lead the riders away from the farm. She would be lost, but her children would be safe. And it would work, if only the riders believed her noble lies. Although I have never been a student of the light, I prayed fiercely for Sven's wife as she stood against those terrible riders. Please, I prayed, let them believe. They stood, frozen, and she met their gazes with calm. Then, one rider looked up as if hearing a distant call. He drew from his garb a small gem and peered into it. He then gestured with the bauble towards Sven's wife. A light crept from the rider towards the woman, shaping itself into a grim white hand. She stared into the light, unflinching, but I could see uncertainty behind her mask of confidence. When the hand reached her, it spread its fingers over her head, and it squeezed. Sven's wife stood rigid as a board, and her eyes grew wide, and although her lips pulled back to mouth a scream, no sound escaped. After a few moments of this torture, the hand released her, dropping her to her knees. The rider who held the bauble then sat erect in his saddle, and a loud voice erupted from it. "This woman lies," it said in a voice that has scarred my dreams. "She has not seen the scythe." After this, the rider's shoulders stooped slightly, as if a spirit within him had fled. And then in the old, shrieking voice it used earlier, these final words were uttered. "The Lord has spoken. Kill them." I cannot describe what happened next. It is clear in my mind, but even my wretched soul cannot put to paper the events of those next few grisly minutes. I can only write that Sven's family was killed, and soon after, Sven returned to this grim, deathly scene. Such grief was in him that I was afraid to show myself, and so afraid was I that he would find me. I fled from my hiding spot in the barn. I do not know where Sven is now, but I pray he will someday find peace. I spent the next few weeks moving from place to place, never lingering for fear of the riders. I am now in the abandoned town of Raven's Hill, as always, hiding. I cannot face whatever power they used against Sven's wife, and I know it searches Duskwood even still for the scythe. It is lost to me, and I thank the light for this, for had I kept it, I know I would have been found. Even now, I know in my heart that I will be found. I'm so tired. Wow. That was some good writing. A good little story of Duskwood. That's Jitters' story, this guy right here. I do not blame him for being so deathly afraid of everything. This is we're story time with Raziya here. We're reading away the lore and all that good stuff. I do like the quests sometimes. You know, they have some very cool. Thank you. Hang on, this is a mage. AI plus. Arcane Intellect? Hey. Arcane Intellect plus. I swear, if you do not give me Arcane Intellect, I will interrupt your AoE farming. Thank you. Because I am vengeful like that. Ah, here's another pygmy venom web spider. So, yeah, the stories of some of the quests in vanilla are absolutely gruesome, and wow, what vivid imagery, what a suspenseful tale. Sadly, so sadly, they all perished, and it was such a gruesome thing. But you know, that's what makes old WoW so fantastic. You know, you got Warcraft 3 with all the Arthas and Sylvanas and Illidan and all that good stuff, shenanigans going on. Maiev lying about Tyrande being torn apart because she's consumed by vengeance and she wants nothing more than to slay or, you know, capture Illidan, to rub it in his face because he humiliated her by breaking out of her prison, and you know, other stuff like that. And you know, you got Jaina and Lordaeron and the culling of Stratholme, and there are a whole lot of really great stories in this game, in this universe. You just got to go looking for them. Now, of course, they're placed in between all your occasional grinding quests and all that good stuff. Let's see here. Hey, it looks like Sven actually gives us a quest for the skeletons, the spooky, scary skeletons. So, I never quite got around to that sort of a chain. But that's okay. We are going to kill these skeletal healers and other stuff right now. We made a good attempt there with the auto multi-auto at the end there, when he casts his heal, but alas, too little damage. We only need to kill 3 of those healers, so we're good. We're fine. The raiders, though, I believe we need to kill more of those. So let's take out Proving Your Worth. Or here we go. We'll complete the Totem of Infliction eventually. Let's hang on. Take aggro, please. My pet. These guys poison. I do not want the poison. Thank you. Yeah, these guys have a nasty slowing poison. You don't want to mess with them. Let's boop this guy in melee now. Our pet has the poison, so no, he did it again. It's like 20 seconds of moving slower. Feels bad, man. Aimed, auto, multi-auto, and some more booping. Oh, you linked the Discord. Thank you for the link, for linking that, man. It's always nice to have folks in the Discord. Excuse me. We've been discussing Maraudon and all that other good stuff. Maraudon farming, how to optimize it, how to do all the things with the Maraudons that we need to do. You know the things, you know the ones. And soon we will have the Crystal Pine Stinger. We will be able to pretty much one-shot things here again. But until then, we will have to deal with some lower damage. Now, let's see. We do have the ghost hair thread that we need to bring to the hermit, the guy who will summon Stitches. And once we do that, we can get some more XP, and then maybe we can grind a little bit better. Oh gosh, when did I take aggro there? That's unfortunate. Go away, please. I'm not interested. Take my auto shots. You will know their wrath. You will know their power. So I hope you guys didn't mind my story time there. You know, it does slow things down, but it is always fun to read a scary story once in a while. And it is a pretty scary story. It's Duskwood. It's how it be. It's how it do. I'm actually kind of low on HP here, but these guys shouldn't hit too hard. Okay, scratch that. I'm gonna drink a potion here. We're not gonna die to the skeletal healer. I'm going to auto aimed. Never mind. A little bit too late. But the aimed auto multi-auto will finish this thing off. I'm very confident. Okay, we might have to Los this guy. There we go. Yep, you never want to fight any casters without a Los point nearby, because you never know when you're going to drop a little bit too low. I don't have any bandages on me, so we're kind of out of luck there. Slash love. Thank you. Are you on a quest, my friend? Quest? Raiders? Are you on the Raiders? I'm on the Raiders. Maybe he'll come delve into the crypt with me. There is a rare. There is potentially a rare in the back of the crypt, but it's likely being taken by a mage who's like AoE farming back there. Because that's just how it is. Okay, so he's on his Morladim quest. Oh, sure, I'll give you some immolation trap. There we go. He's got the thing. I'll see what I can do. Morladim is I don't have the quest, but I will help. Let's distracting shot here. I do want him to come over to the immolation trap. Bring it here. Oh man, the druid is way too much aggro. I'm gonna keep distracting shot. I'm gonna keep trying. You don't want to shift out of bear form, whatever you do. That is going to kill you in the end. But hey, he's got dash. He's got his cat form going. I'm going to. No. Stay away from my friend. I will protect. You gotta kite. Kite like a hunter, my friend. There you go. I'm on the raiders. You guys want to kill him? Maybe they'll, maybe someone will tag along. Who knows? Hey, we got a druid here. We'll, do some stuff there. Looks like we've, got the healer aggro, so I'm gonna send my pet on that so that my pet will take some damage because he's at 100% HP. And just like with any other resource, you certainly want to, use your HP just like you use your mana. You will eventually, run out of HP, but that's okay because you can just run back because wisp form is OP. Ah, target too close. Stop jumping around, you. Yeah, hyperactive cat. It's like chasing a laser beam. Some of the other useful macros you've got, sure, or rather I've got. Certainly. So earlier I was demonstrating my eagle eye macro, and if you can't see this, it's got an exclamation point before the eagle eye. And it's it basically allows you to chain eagle eye forever. Very, very fun. There should be more raiders in here. That'll be good and fun. Here we go. Maybe we'll pull right here. Let's wing clip up here. And we'll get the good multi-cleave out too. Multi-shot. 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 Ah! The auto target. Okay, hang on. I got the iron grenade and the health potion. We're good. We're fine. I gotta get another multi-shot out. No, don't pull them to me. I'm trying to range and melee at the same time. They do not understand the hunter. No one understands us. We're like a teenager who's going through the early stages of the adolescence and who's extra moody. And there I one-shot that one with a crit before I could multi-shot. I can never get my multi-shot off in here. That feels bad, man. I wonder if this fellow has this quest at all. Let's see. Can we share this? It looks like he's completed it already. Ah, you've completed this one. Wanna check for the rare behind the hidden tunnel? We have enough mana. We can get up and keep going. Right. So, if there are any specific macros that you want to have a look at, just let me know. I do have one for auto shot. I do have one for. Actually, I have two for the pet. Actually, no, wait. I have 6 for the pet. But those are all very different. Nothing in particular that's important. I don't have any more explosives on me, but I do have multi-shot. And there we go. We just cleaved into the melee extra hard. That one is on us. Never mind, it's on our druid now. We can do the auto, multi. No, hang on. Multi, auto, auto. That's weird. That was kind of like in melee and range at the same time. I'm not sure why that worked that way. So I have 6 pet macros. I saw someone asked about the pet macros, and this is basically how it works. We've got the standard pet attack macro. Ah, gosh darn it, batching and all that. We've got the standard pet attack macro. Now, past level 30, your pet's gonna have stuff like dive, dash, and that's gonna be real good. You're gonna want to add that to your macro. Cast dash, cast dive. But the pet attack macro is important for sending your pet at the stuff that you want to send it at. You know, you gotta prioritize your target. We've got pet follow, which does this quite simply, but we could also add pet passive, so that our pet will actually come back to us if he's in combat. Got a scroll of protection here, so I'm gonna drop this on our druid friend. I'm also gonna feed my pet because he's only content, and we want him to be happy. We're all smiles up in here, all smiles for days. Pet follow is also important. Here's pet stay, and my macro is my macro for stay is kind of interesting. Basically, if you're not in combat, then it will command your pet to stay somewhere, and it will stay where you tell it to stay. And that's really good because it'll give your pet a spot to retreat to, which is important for certain fights, like in Chromagus, where you need your pet to los with the melee and all that other good stuff. The other thing it does is if you are in combat, then it will make your pet passive, which if it has a stay location, it will go back to where you told it to stay, or it will come back to your side if it's set to follow. Me too. It's a funnel. Space. Here's the hidden tunnel on the way through. So where was I? That's right. So those are the three main macros you want for your pet. Those are all pet control. This is the last one, cast growl. And it's very simple. All you want to do with that is to micro your growl. You know, you want to make sure that your pet is putting most of its damage, most of its focus into damage, like lightning breath. You know, if you need to get one growl off, it can be very sufficient for holding the aggro that you need it to hold. Really, you only need something to have aggro long enough. You only need your pet to hold aggro long enough for you to get a burst combo off. Your aimed auto, multi-auto. The other two macros I have for the pet are for maintenance, not for control, and they are this. Show tooltip, cast no pet, revive pet, at pet dead, revive pet, at pet no dead, mend pet. So all that does basically is oh hello there. There is a new fellow, and it seems that there is no rare around here. Sad face, no rare. Hunter. 4 years, and never getting old anytime soon. So so what this does is it'll revive your pet if it's dead or dismissed, and if it's not dead, then it'll mend pet. And this other one is very simple. It's even simpler than that one. All it does is it dismisses your pet if you have it out, and it calls your pet if you don't have it out. Marksman. The big Hunter meme. Hey, it looks like it's casting a spell at us. Ah, Plague Mind. 10 mana leech. The mana leech. Enjoying it now? I'm sure he's enjoying it now. He's leveling up on that druid. Mouse over them once? What do you mean by the VOD? I'm not very good with tech lingo. That's a tech lingo thing at all. Ah. Well, hey, my guild needs everything for raiding. So, you know, if you want to raid with the boys sometime. I should have swapped target there so I could have got the multi-cleave onto that one. But that's okay, I'll just let my mana tick up. Because I need the mana regen. So if you want some friends, join group. Maybe we'll get 4 in this group for the ghouls, for the ghoul smashing, the ghoul fighting. Can I invite you? Oh, not party leader. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. You can go ahead and not be in the group, or you know, whatever. So we're killing a whole bunch of ghouls, but we have not found any. We haven't found any things yet. That looks like that paladin has aggro on this this other thing, but we have the tag, so that's always good. Oh, sure. So I'll just mouse over all the, or I'll select all the macros. This is an example Feign Death trap macro. It's not 100% reliable, but we can try and use it for a little bit more reliability. Now, a lot of hunters have been having trouble with getting Feign Death to work, and you don't just shoot random stuff. Nax Raider here. Yeah, gotta stay focused. So what was I just going on about? That's right, the Feign Death macros. So a lot of hunters have been having trouble with getting their Feign Death macros to work, and unfortunately, it seems that Feign Death is quite broken. Unfortunately. So we're kind of out of luck there until Blizzard fixes it, and hopefully they do fix it, because apparently it's not supposed to act this way. So ideally, we can get ourselves, you know, back to normal operations as soon as possible. That'll be good. I have always loved the hunter, so that's me. The plague spreaders, but hey. Grinding is good XP, so I'll grind with you. I'll grind with you too. So regarding the Feign Death thing, while we wait for Blizzard to get the issue sorted, we're going to need to figure out how to get past it. So the first step is making sure that it is actually by chance. If it is actually able to fail by chance, then in that case there's nothing we can do, but there may be parameters in place that would enable us to predict when exactly Feign Death will fail and when it will not. And what might those be, you might ask? Well, perhaps when you are hit, when your pet is hit, when one of your auto shots hits a target, you know, maybe if you Feign Death between auto shots, or if your pet hits something, perhaps any of those things could put you back in combat. It's always a possibility. So if that sort of thing is the case, then as long as we can predict when exactly Feign Death will keep us in combat anyway, unfortunate as that is, boop, then in that case we could we could work around it. We could figure out how exactly to time our Feign Death so that we do not lose it to stupid BS. Bull stuff. Bull shizzle. Ivy cloth sash of the owl. Cool. A macro for feed pet. I used to. We used to have an all-in-one feed pet macro that would work like this. It would dismiss pet, it would revive pet, it would call pet, and it would do something else that I don't remember, but it was an all-in-one macro. Oh yeah, it would also feed the pet. That's it. But given that we're using the TBC API at the moment, given that we're using the TBC API with the target enemy no harm and all that other weird stuff that is not vanilla at all, it is not 1.12, the macros are going to be a little bit different. They're not going to be the same. I just said the same thing, pretty much, but you get the idea. It's not going to be the same. So I'm rolling without a feed pet macro at the moment. I'm just manually feeding it. We're going to raptor this boy. We're going to multi-cleave. Auto. Multi. Auto. Raptor. No, right. Raptor. Dodge. You cannot dodge my raptor. That is not fair. I do not appreciate that. Swap target. Auto. Multi-auto. Let's boop this guy for all his HP. And how about one more? Mongoose Bite. Raptor Strike. Parry. No. 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 Aww. Yeah, it's basically one of those whatchamacallits. What was I just talking about? Oh, right, about the client. Yes, it's basically an 8.0 client. That's been downgraded. At least that's what I hear. So I mean, the graphics look pretty. You know, aside from the low-res character models. I would not mind the higher-res character models. I would not mind that at all. Some people don't like him, but, you know, if we had the option to turn him on, I would not mind that one bit. Might be cool. But yeah, I'm disappointed about the lack of vanilla macros, but it's okay. It's okay. It's always okay. Because if it ain't okay, then it's not okay. And that would be not okay. In fact, that would be bad. Is that guy low on health? No, he's fine. He's fine. He's good. At cursor macros? Wow. So we got the mouse over stuff. Okay. Sure, why not? Do we have focus too? I don't think we do. I don't think we have focus. Nope. That was not in vanilla, so. Engineering. Will you be looking to raid my druid friend? Maybe he will. We are allowing a ret paladin in here, so maybe we'll allow a druid tank too. Who knows? Nice, got that aim shot off just before the thing hit me from behind. He's tapping that night elf butt. And I do not appreciate that. I did not consent. You're very ugly, my ghoul friend. So if this fellow's looking to raid, perhaps we can invite him to guild. It could be fun. Pet move 2 brings up the circle, but hang on. Pet move 2. Wow, really? Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm in a raiding guild. They're chugging along. Oh, we got some more repops back here. That was very fast. Very quick and easy. We're gonna go bear and gather it up? I don't know. Are we? Or are we not? To be or not to be? That is Nier Automata. Hey, Duskwood is under attack. I think either Stitches is around or we've got some horde that are making trouble. Maybe both. Who knows? It's always fun to have both around. You know, you get yourself some horde, you get yourself some Stitches. And you get lots and lots of blood for the blood god. Which is absolutely essential for all of your for all of the raiding that needs to happen. The blood god must be sated, or there is not enough ganking going on. There is not enough merciless ganking in this world. We must kill every single person that we see, alliance or horde. That's why we kite Stitches around. Oh, 15 to 20. I appreciate the help. The grind should be good for you too, eh? It's always nice to have a friend for one of these quests or two. The low-level things were very easily dispatched with our level 19 Venom Strike. But of course, we are moving up. We're graduating to the Plague Spreaders. And that will be... XD, the boredom. Still no rare here, but I don't expect it to pop up anytime. You know? Oh, good night, Charlie D. Thanks for joining us on the stream today. Hey guys, thanks for joining us on the stream. I see there are quite a few of you in the who are watching right now. I hope you're enjoying the leveling that is going on. We're doing some multi-shot shenanigans while we're leveling up, and I'm sure you're gonna want to have a look back at the what we've been through so far. We're going through quite a lot of cool stuff. In fact, if you follow me on YouTube, you will find it later. You'll find all the stuff that you missed, except with background music and other cool stuff edited in. So make sure that you hang out then. We'll see then. Nice crit. Hang on, we're gonna multi-shot here, and that's how you chain it across 3 targets. Easy peasy. Hang on, I gotta take aggro off our friend here. Aggro? Ah. I was trying to take aggro, but I did not have mana. Actually, I could have popped a minor mana potion, but you know, that's there's no need for it. We're fine. Actually, we might not be fine. There is a let me pop one of these lesser mana potions instead. That'll work better. Let me get my aggro on this, and we'll multi-shot across all 3 here, and we'll smack this too. I think this was hit with multi-shot but did not die. Let's get another auto multi. No, never mind. That was slightly out of range. Slightly out of range. No problem, man. Oh man, my pet died. When did that happen? This guy was not coming towards me. I guess it just happened right at the moment that that happened. That's too bad. Well, I'm sorry about that, my burp snack friend. I'm also sorry, my druid friend, but I'm more sorry to my burp snack because I actually owe him something now. I owe him a treat for taking that hit, for valiantly dying for me. I will be forever grateful, my burp snack friend, my flappy zapper, my danger noodle. Ah, here he comes. Here he comes. He's doing his thing, his ghost thing. He's fine. He's good. We're good. But we'll have to wrap this quest up in the next one, because I am out of time. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure to stop by tomorrow. We'll come face to face with a large horde gank raid and narrowly evade them every time, because that's what we do. Thank you so much for watching. Hit like on this video, and don't forget to share it too if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and click that bell icon for notifications, so you never miss another upload. Please check the description for more links, like to the Ravager Den Discord, to my Twitch, or to my Patreon, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!